everyone. My name is Kelsey Hansen and I work in the Education Department at the Museum of Arts and Sciences. Today we're going to talk a little bit about whales and sharks and their differences. So we'll do a little compare and contrast between the whales and sharks. So both are vertebrates. That means they have a backbone just like us. We are also vertebrates, so we have a rigid backbone. So if you guys want to go ahead and feel your back, you can find your backbone. Something we have in common with sharks and whales, which is pretty neat. And sharks are really ancient creatures. So they've been in existence for about 400 million years, which means they're older than the dinosaurs. And whales are actually a lot younger than the sharks. So sharks, ancient creatures. Whales have only been in existence for about 180 to 200 million years, so that's a lot younger than sharks are. And another cool notable difference is how they propel themselves through the water. So sharks are going to move their tails from side to side like this, and whales are going to go up and down to propel themselves through the water. Also, sharks have really rough scales, which actually allows them to glide more smoothly through the water. And whales have a very smooth skin. And some are even born with hair, just like us, because they are mammals. But then eventually they do lose their hair as they get older. So another really cool big difference between sharks and whales are what their skeletons are composed of, or what they're made up of. So sharks' skeletons are going to be made up of cartilage. So if you want to go ahead and feel your ear up here and your nose, that's cartilage. So it's a softer tissue than bone. Bone is going to be really hard. So I have here a shark jaw to show you some cartilage. So if you've ever picked up a shark jaw or felt one, this is going to be the cartilage. It decomposes a lot faster. It doesn't have as good of a chance as becoming a fossil as bone does. And if you want to look behind me, this is a bone from a humpback whale. This is actually a vertebrae, or part of their backbone, that was found and was given to us, which is super cool. So sharks are going to be a lot lighter than whales. Bones are heavy, as we know. We have bones, but we also have cartilage right here and here. And then also there's some big notable differences in their teeth and how they feed. So sharks are the top predators throughout the oceans. We have great whites, you have tiger sharks, you have bull sharks. This is a bull shark jaw. But whales, there are types of whales, or two types of whales. They both feed differently. So the big whales, like the blue whale and the humpback whale, they're called filter feeders. So I have some baleen here, which is what their teeth are made out of. It's kind of like what our hair and our nails are made out of. So what they do is they gulp in a whole huge thing of water, and then they'll spit it out, and they'll catch all the krill and the other zooplankton and some fish within their teeth, within their baleen. And that's how they feed. So they have to eat tons and tons of food a day. They are huge animals, but they eat very tiny, tiny creatures, which is pretty funny. So here I have some shark's teeth that belong to megalodons. So these guys were extremely ancient creatures, also super massive creatures. And for every inch of the shark's tooth, that's gonna be about 10 feet for the shark. So if you do find like a 5-inch megalodon tooth or a 7-inch, multiply that by 10, and then that's how big your shark's going to be. So it can range from 50 feet to 70 feet to even 80 feet long. So these guys got really big. So one of the last noticeable differences with sharks and whales is how they breathe. So we breathe oxygen, we breathe in oxygen, we hold it in our lungs. Sometimes we might hold it for a long period of time if we're going free diving or if we're having competitions in the pool. But so whales will breach, so they'll come up out of the water, because they need oxygen. They are mammals like us. So they'll breach, they'll take in a huge gulp of air, and then they'll be able to dive back down and stay down there for 10 to 30 minutes. And what's neat, the sperm whale will actually dive thousands of feet deep to hunt its prey. It likes the giant squid, so that's kind of fun. He will dive super deep down, so therefore he needs to take in huge gulps of air. But sharks, since sharks are fish, they do have gills, so what they'll do, they'll take in a whole bunch of water and they will convert that water to oxygen, and then they can expel it. And so that is how they get their oxygen. One last thing before I head out of here. This is a sand tiger shark. This guy's pretty gnarly. He's pretty huge. He's got some gnarly looking teeth. And so if you notice behind the front row of teeth, there's a whole bunch of other teeth. And that's because when the sharks do take a bite out of their prey, they might bite down so hard and they might kind of shake a little bit. And that's totally normal, but they'll often lose their teeth, and so it's really convenient for them just to have an extra set that can just kind of roll in there if they do lose some teeth, and they can go through thousands of teeth within their lifetime. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to do some more research, just Google whales versus sharks. It's fun. Make sure you keep an eye out for right whales off of our coast late winter, early spring. They do like to breach. And also make sure you just keep an eye out and be safe when it comes to going into the oceans here, especially with bull sharks. So see you guys later. Hope you enjoyed it.